I will leave the welcome to Larry's Fountain Pens. I'm Larry, and this is episode 161. A viewer reached out to me about a week ago and has asked me about Delta fountain pens. I didn't put any Deltas in my top 10 list or even mention them. Not because they're unworthy of that, by no means, because they are worthy of that, and they're excellent pens. I love Delta fountain pens. I was just giving my other fountain pens a break. So, I'm going to cover two of the Delta fountain pens, not in detail. I've already done that. You can find that on a video that I previously done last year, so I'm just going to talk a little bit about the Deltas. I'm going to start with the Delta Dulcevita Federico fountain pen, and these are made in Italy. Extremely fine writers. I love them. For me, I don't get tired when I write with my pens. I enjoy writing with them. This is number 0037, so I guess that's the number that was that came out. So maybe I was lucky and got an early one. They can be a bit pricey. If you're in the right spot at the right time in auction on eBay, you can get good deals. But this pen was a little bit pricey. Still at a good deal, but worth every penny of it. It's just a magnificent pen. The silver band has a little detail on it with the orange resin, beautiful orange with the red cap in the bottom, and the Delta insignia on top. Nice clip. It's got that little rollerball clip, easy access on and off your pocket. This is the oversized one. Some folks think it's, or say it's uncomfortable to write with. It's too big. A lot of folks like it. I like it. I'll unscrew the cap. This is a blind cap for the piston, but you don't have to use it that way. You can just unscrew it here at the grip and it'll come right out. And I've already got it inked up. And on the converter has Delta. Magnificent piece of a fountain pen. And this fountain pen is a 14K gold nib, broad. I'm going to do a little writing example for you. And I'm using the Diamine Twilight. Is it postable? It is. Some would say it looked a little big. Some would say it could be top heavy. It feels fine to me. I guess, you know, I'm used to it. Can I write without the cap? Yeah. My hands are small. It's got a nice wide grip on it, the grip section. But really, it's a really fine fountain pen. I enjoy using it. And I'm glad I brought them back to share with you guys. So, I'm going to do some writing. So this is a 14K gold broad nib. And the ink I'm using today, Diamine, Twilight. And we'll get some ink flow going on here. Nice and wet. And the paper I'm using is Tamaro River paper. So, we'll do a quick brown fox for you. The lazy dog. And it really has a nice nib on it. It lays down the ink, no problems. It just flows right on with it. It just feels good in the hand. So yeah, I enjoy this pen quite a bit. I've used the pen now going on, what, 2 days? So, upside down writing. Some of you are wondering about that. Well, let's check that out. It does. It has some feedback on it. But not bad. So yeah, you can get some finer writing with upside down if that's what you prefer to do, but me, I just like using it just like it is. This is with no pressure, and this is with pressure. Nice and wet, wet, wet. So, this is the broad nib. If you can get your hands on one, you're buying a well-made fountain pen. Delta puts out excellent writing instruments. And here's another one I picked up. I picked up the another Dulcevita Federico, and the number on this pen is 1227. It's called Hell's Bells. It's beautiful red resin with black gold trim. And this pen has the 18K gold medium nib. Beautiful pen. Love the color. Love the look. Love the feel. Love the writing experience with this pen. Boy, when this nib hits paper, there's nothing quite like it. So, now we'll do some writing with it. Unscrew cap. Real quick, I'll show you. Twist off barrel converter. Has the delta on the converter. And it has the blank cap to cover up. And you can also use, you'll twist it here if you want. I'm not going to do it because it already got ink. You can fill it up that way if you inclined to do so, but I never do. I like it the other way myself. It's, I don't know, I guess I'm just used to it. But here we go. The ink I'm using on this is the Monteverde. Valentine. red. Nice ink. Let's check for wetness. You know it's going to be wet, I can tell you now. Nice and wet. Nice and wet. And we'll do some writing. Let me get another piece. And yes, I'm using the Tomo River paper. That's nice and wet. I just love it when this pen hits this paper. You know, paper makes all the difference. Use some good quality paper when you're using your fountain pen, because you're going to see a big difference between quality fountain pen friendly paper to just ordinary paper. That ink just comes out looking so good. You can look at that color and actually see the color, and if it has the sheen in it or the shimmering inks like that, it just makes all the difference in the world. Your paper does. At least I think it does. This is one heck of a nib. I'm going to do a quick upside down. And you get some, but I'm not a big fan of upside down writing myself. And there you go. We'll do a few S's here. Not a problem. We'll do wetness one more time just because I can. And you know, if you just feel like doodling, just pick up your pen and doodle. There you go. Well, that's gonna wrap this video up on the Delta fountain pens. So, let me know what you think. Leave your comments below. Do you own a Delta? Share with me and everybody else your experience with your Delta pens. I also have some Deltas that are steel nibs that write really nice as well. But I'd like to hear your story about your Delta pens. When was the first time you bought your Delta pen? And are you glad you did? I know I am. Hey, thanks to everybody for joining me today. And again, as always, thank you for inviting me into your home and letting me share my pens with each and every one of you guys. As always, leave your comments below. I do read your comments and I try to answer as many as I can. Hit that like button. And don't forget, I do have the PayPal and Patreon going on. So if you're able to donate anything, it's there. So that's going to wrap it up. Until next time, be safe. And please don't text and drive. Thank you for watching.